What, you want to go outside now? Of course you do. Come on. Come on, Eileen. Alright, let's turn that down. Sits, quit. Okay. Come on, buddy. Let's be quick. We got to be bing, boom, bop, bam, bit, bam, quick. Good morning. How are you? Come on. Let's go. Addie, no. Good morning. How are you? Mason decided he needed up this morning. Good morning, Andy. How are you? Mason's up early this morning, so. Although, the minute I fixed my bed yesterday, he was like, oh yeah, I need in there. So, my sweet birdie girl. My sweet birdie girl is at a vet in Billings, Montana. She is not out of the woods. She does not look good. I have updated photographs. Give me a second. What the fuck? Boy, it's taking forever. So this was Birdie yesterday before she got to Billings. She was barely there. And then this was after she got to Billings. She got her spark in her eye. Her little spark is still there, but she's struggling. She's really fucking struggling. They think that she has an internal infection that's causing the DKA. Sunshine Lover, thank you so much for the gift certificate. I so appreciate that. When you sent that, this one's the one that got me though. When he sent me that picture, hey Heather, when he sent me that picture, I was like, oh fuck. Oh fuck. But that was before she got taken up to Billings. I really hope she pulls through. But yes, Sunshine Lover, thank you so much for that. That was so kind. That was really kind of you, honey. Good morning, what is true? I know, like, so the vet in Lovell was honest with the farmer and said, listen, I'm in over my head. I think that we need to refer her out to a vet in Billings. And so he loaded his girl up and took her to Billings, where they admitted her into the animal care hospital. Which I've had one dog go through that animal care hospital, and they treat them just like human beings in the hospital. They're so good at the animal hospital. So that's what it's called, the animal hospital. So, all right, buddy, come on. Oh my God, there's nothing left in your tank. You're dry. He has to make sure that everybody on Facebook, on his, like, I think like over by the mailboxes are like Facebook for dogs, right? And he has to sniff and sniff and sniff and sniff some more and try to lift his leg, and his tank is empty. And all right, come on, bud, let's go. Mason, come on. I do too. What is true? I do too, Sunshine Lover. Man, you really had to like really squeeze that one out. That leg had to be up there for quite a minute before you peed. What the hell are you doing, dude? Oh, now we gotta poop. There's a whole bunch of peeing before pooping. That's fine. So what they've figured out is that Bird has an infection, and that's the infection is what's causing her body to go in to stay in DKA. So they have a ton of tests that they're going to do on her to find where the infection is. Anyway, upon further review, you know, hindsight's fucking 2020. Hey, come on, let's go. The farmer had seen some other signs of things going on with her, and he chalked it up to things like, oh, she's a little tired today. Oh, this has happened. You know, she's maybe so crazy enough. He's kind of kicking himself too. But I told him, I was like, oh my God, I'm so glad you came home when you did. I am so fucking glad you came home when you did, because I wouldn't have known what to do. Birdie just crashed. He gave her a wormer Monday midday, I guess. He gave her a wormer, and Monday night she just fucking crashed. Got like just super lethargic. Just, anyway. So, my sweet birdie girl is not out of the woods yet. They got to figure out what's causing the DKA. They think it's an infection, and that her body's using so many resources fighting the infection. But that's the thing. She doesn't have any open sores. She doesn't have any wounds. Nothing like that. So it's got to be something internally. So, anyway. So, we're going to cross our fingers. Send lots of good love. I told him that you guys sent, when I texted him for the last night update, I said that you guys were sending Sweet Birdie Girl lots of love and sending love and support to him, and he thought that was pretty sweet and pretty cool. He's like, she's a pretty special dog. So I'll tell you, this one image, so like, if you can see her face, her spark is still there. Her spark is still there. You can still see it in her eye. She just super fucking sick right now. Just super fucking sick right now. This one, though, this image scared the hell out of me when I saw it. I was like, oh no. Can't even see her eyes. They're so sunken in. Like he had to carry her. That was when he took her from level to, that's when he picked her up from level. That's what she looked like. I couldn't even imagine. That probably would have broke my heart right then and there. Oh. But listen, like I said, she's got one of the best dads in the fucking world. She has like one of the smartest dads ever, and one of the best dads. So he'll get her the right care. I mean, well, where she's at is the right care. And I really appreciated. I even told him, I said, well, I appreciate the vet in level admitting that she was in over her head, and didn't know what else to do. Like that, for me, that meant everything, because that means that she truly cares about the dog and wants the dog to get better, but she doesn't know how to do it to get the dog better. She's like, we barely made it through the night. So anyway, if you have extra good love or good vibes or positiveness or whatever, please make sure that you send some to Bird, because Bird and the farmer could really use it. Oh, come on. Nothing wants to sit flat in this house. Okay, so perfect. Oh my goodness, I didn't come back yesterday. I'm sorry, I didn't come back. We didn't do gut bombs yesterday. We'll do them today for dinner. In honor of Jim Jules' 40th birthday yesterday, I went and got, I tried my first of 4 Mexican restaurants in this town. We're going to do a Mexican restaurant tour. This one, the first one we went to was called Ranchito. I have heard, over the years, I have heard amazing things about Ranchito. And their food was nothing to write home about last night. It was okay. Let's see. There was my enchilada, my beans and rice. And there were my chips. There were my chips and salsa. They were, I mean, the chips and salsa were great. The salsa was fresh. The chips were just fried up. And the refried beans were nice and hot. Hey, good morning, Remy. The beans were nice and hot. Now, the meal itself was cold in the middle. A little frustrating considering it just came out of the kitchen. The enchiladas were cold in the middle. So I had to warm everything up. Oh, God, their chips were so good, Remy. Remy. She's up in Billings at the animal hospital now. The vet in Lovell couldn't, she was was out of her capabilities and understandings on why Birdie's crashing so hard. And so that was her when he picked her up. Oh no, she's still alive. She's still alive. She's not dead there. She's still alive. She's just up at the animal hospital in Billings right now. We got to find out what's causing her infection that's causing her to stay in DKA. She's still there. Look at that little eye. Her spark is still in the middle of it. Oh, God, she would hate it that Mason was dancing in the middle of her belly. Listen, I said the same thing. I'm like, well, hey, at least the vet was honest with you and didn't just try to take you for everything in your bank account, and then you still lose your dog. Poor Birdie. Now I feel awful for every time I ever scolded her for something that, like, it wasn't that bad. I don't know what all they've done, Remy. I honestly don't know. I would imagine that would be probably one of the first things. But she's got some sort of internal infection. And whatever it is, it's causing... I'll text him that. And whatever it is, it's causing her... here. Oh, no, I can't do that. I was going to say I'll read what he said, but I can't read it and be on here at the same time because it's a text message. But he said that she's just the DKA and she's just decelerating like crazy. But I will absolutely ask him if they've checked for parvo. I mean, I know she's fully vaccinated for it. Oh, Andy, she's on IV antibiotics. She's on IV insulin. She's on the whole thing. Yeah, she's got an IV in her leg, and they had to keep her on insulin, like an insulin drip, the first night that she was in there just to keep her regulated. I even think she's on steroids, if you want to be honest. I'm pretty sure they stuck in some steroids to try to get her to heal up. It's crazy, though, because she doesn't have any open wounds or anything like that. Oh, my gosh. These two are getting crazy today. Ha! Good morning, Spitfire. Hey, Salma Blue. Oh, yeah, they're crazy this morning. This is happy, though, because now this means, like, this is the first time they've really done this since I moved in. This is, like, technically our first full morning in here. Yeah, and that was the problem, was that the vet in Lovell wasn't getting her stabilized. She finally started to level out. Oh, she will. She totally will. She finally started to level out yesterday evening. I texted him about 8:30 and I said, what's Birdie's status? What's going on? And he's like, well, I just got home from Billings. And I kind of waited a second. Kind of waited a minute, like, uh-oh. And then the first picture came in. And then the second picture came in. The first picture was the one that I showed you. And I was like, oh, Jesus, Farmer, I am sorry. And he's like, nope, she's still holding on. Look, there's her eyeball. Look at the spark in her eyeball. And he wasn't kidding. She had a spark in her eyeball. She has a little sparkle in her eye. No, you're not going outside. You're staying inside. Go back. So, it's okay. I believe the vet where she's at, he's super knowledgeable. The farmer was absolutely comfortable with him. They take pictures, they do video calls, all of that stuff. So, yeah, I think he'll go back up today. Well, my air conditioner didn't, like, magically grow legs and show up at my house overnight. I figured maybe it had just, like, walked around the block or something and maybe was absent when I was getting my stuff, but that's okay, though. You know what? They want to take an air conditioner, they can take an air conditioner. It was principle of the matter. We went to 2 counties, 4 stores to find that fucking air conditioner. It was a fun time that day, though. So, yeah, Remy, it went out on a stroll. So, last night was the first of, I just showed you. Oh boy, they're really getting in there. So last night was the first of the Mexican restaurant tour. I would, out of 5 stars, I'd give them 3.5. My meal was cold in the middle. I had to come home and reheat it. Their grease tasted like it was old because it may have left that funny film and tasted a little funky, and their stuff was kind of eh, meh. Good morning, Linz. You'll have a better energy saver one. Oh my god, that's brilliant, Spitfire. Listen, I don't think I'm gonna need one. In this house, I don't think I'm gonna need one. Adequate TP supply. I didn't use the bathroom. But I have an adequate TP supply. Oh yeah, I got a whole little TP cupboard. I don't know, it just wasn't, like, I've heard all kinds of great things about it. Oh, Lindsay, uh-oh. You are so in trouble now, woman. She can do that anywhere. You're fucked. Oh, God, the girl. Uh-oh. She can stand up without holding on to anything. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, shit. I do already know. I'm sitting here thinking of, oh, no. Everything's got to be put up above 4 feet high. Everything was pre-measured, pre-portioned, frozen, and literally everything down to the quesadillas. Oh, no. Oh, Lindsay, that's funny. Now listen, these chips were fucking bomb. They're so light and fluffy. Every once in a while you'd hit one that you couldn't even hardly chew, though. So I don't know if they had been like fried and then refried. I don't know. But they were like little, almost like a sopapilla pebble. Oh God, they were really good. And they came with beans and then this really good salsa. And the salsa was super fresh. You could just tell that it was super fresh. And the beans had queso fresco on them. Mr. Code Enforcement, get the fuck out of here. And look at this moon yesterday. Look at that moon last night. It wasn't even dark out, and it was just so big and bright. It was so big and bright last night. I'm not a real big salsa person. And if I am, I generally don't like big chunks of crap in my salsa. But this one was really good. The onion was very fresh, and there wasn't an overwhelming amount of cilantro in it. So, tell me why it was, you guys, that yesterday, before I left the house, nobody said to me, hey, friend, hey, friend, did you take your meds? You guys let me leave yesterday without us taking our meds. I left the house unmedicated and got my ass into what could have been, had it gone differently, it could have been a totally prosecutable offense. Had it gone differently. Oh my gosh, you guys, we have got to remember to take our meds. We were so good at that. Oh my God. But you know what? You guys would have been proud of me because you would have thought I was medicated, Angela. I got frustrated. I shook my head. I took what I wanted and I got the fuck out of town. I got the fuck out of the town. I got the fuck out of the county. Not going back. Go fuck yourselves. And your McDonald's. Go fuck yourself. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Uh-oh, is your duck turned over in stock? Hang on. Oh, there's your duck. Okay. I am proud of you. Bitch, I was proud of me too. Yes, no chicken nuggets were made in the making of Wednesday Afternoons Live. No chicken nuggets were thrown. Listen, I got over there by 10:15, 10:30. I was back home by 10 minutes to 12. Air conditionerless and a lot lighter with Christmas stuff. But hey, I got the Christmas stuff I wanted. Ooh, the baby eagles, the eaglets. Good morning, B. Frank. Oh, she's playing with her duck. She loves that duck. I know, Angie's growing up so big. She didn't get arrested or any of that shit. Leaving the house all unmedicated and shit. Oh, Heather, it'll be... Listen, for me, it was... Here was the thing that got me. Both the former owner and the property manager were like, well, call the owner, call the property manager. We saw it in the shed yesterday. Why wouldn't it be there today? I'm like, I don't know. Why would it? It just randomly grew legs. It's more principle of the matter. But that's okay, because they want to keep that, then they can keep everything else and they can dispose of it too. Not a problem. She does. She does. She loves her toy. Whatever. Good morning. It's like your face wash. Poof. Magically gone. I love it. I love it when things grow legs and just get up and run away. It's the best, isn't it? Right, Remy? I am with you on that. What's the strangest thing that you've ever put down and gone back to pick it up? New Cetaphil face wash too. Brand new bottle. Ooh. Seriously gone. Like, it was there one day, and when he looked at 3:45, it was gone. Fred, I'm not touching that one. Listen. Nope, not touching it. It was literally right next to the sink. Just right next to the sink. Slowly backs out of the room. Yeah, right. Fred, what you put on your face in private is none of our business. So, Fred, Birdie is up in Billings at the animal hospital. She's still in DKA, and they think that she has a infection that's causing her body to stay in DKA. So she's at the animal hospital. And hey, Remy, do you think maybe it fell off into the garbage can? So I had my very first apartment. And I had a little bathroom window, and it didn't have a screen on it. And there was this little kitten, this cat that would always like come and sit on the window. The former person that had the rental, I think it was probably their cat. Anyway, I used to put a little dish of food and water up on the windowsill for it. And the bathroom window in the summer stayed open almost all the time because it was like, thank you, be frank. Here, I can show you guys a picture of her. This was when the farmer picked her up from the vet in Lovell. Did you check your kids' room? And this was her at the animal hospital in Billings. So she's still got her spark. And this was at the end of the day yesterday. So before he left her. Still got her little spark, her little eyeballs. She looks way better than in that picture. Anyway, so it turns out, Remy, I had like, it's like the abyss. So I had like 3 bottles of shampoo that kept coming up missing. And I'd go buy a bottle of shampoo, and then like the next day it was fucking couldn't find it again. The cat, when she would come in, would knock over the shampoo. The shampoo would fall into the garbage can. And so like they were all right there in the little garbage can. But they weren't in the shower, so anyway, that's what happened with mine. And then the other items that went missing, like they always appeared on somebody else's wrist, somebody else's ass, your jeans, all of that. Anyway, so it's possible. That's why I say, do you think it could have gotten knocked off into the garbage can, Remy? And maybe hauled out and you didn't even realize it? Can somebody post the credit card for today? No, it's Thursday, Fred. We're on our own over here. We're on our own over here today, Fred. It's Thursday. We got to pay for our own. Doesn't matter if it's a correct credit card, just the credit card number. Yeah, listen, I don't think so. I don't think so, Tim. I don't think so, Tim. I don't think it works that way. Anyway, so that was my wild and crazy one. Like, I thought somebody was stealing my shampoo, and it turns out it was the cat. Man, a brand new thing of Cetaphil. That sucks. Oh, I bet if you had it right to the side of the faucet and he fixed the sink drain, the potential that it fell in the garbage, and then he just fucking grabbed that bag and took it out. Mm-hmm. I bet that's where your Cetaphil went. Listening to me acting like Inspector Clouseau and shit. The case of Remy's missing Cetaphil. It's in the garbage can. So my grandparents used to fuck with each other. Well, I mean, that's how we all got here, right? Because our grandparents fucked with each other. But sometimes Grandma would go into Grandpa's like fly tying room, and she would take the drawers of stuff out, and she would rearrange the drawers in his fly tying stuff. He used to get her back by doing stuff to her sewing machine. It was kind of humorous. And were you guys here for what I did yesterday? I gave the green tree back to its rightful granddaughter owner. And then I got rid of a whole bunch of paint stuff. Because it turns out the granddaughter owner of the Christmas tree actually paints. I gave her canvases, I gave her paints, I gave her acrylics, I gave her oils, I gave her palettes, I gave her mixers, I gave her gesso. I gave it all to her. Like armloads of shit. It ended up being 2 armloads of shit that we had to haul over to her house. And it's out of mine. It felt so fucking good. So fucking good. Now we have to see if we can find one of these little mini builds. It's like a little Christmas tree. That's what we got to do now. We got to find a mini build for a Christmas tree. And I got mini builds stacking up. I got to get my ass busy mini building now. But this is all we got now is time. Well, Heather, when I first told her it was a little Christmas tree, she gave me that look like, you know, that look we all give others when they're like, hey, you want some of this Christmas shit? And we're like, oh, especially if Christmas is traumatic for you and you don't really celebrate. The minute that I opened the box and she took a look at it, she was like, oh my God, I know exactly. This used to sit up by my grandpa in the family room. And I'm like, yes, it did. And I can also tell you that as I drove in Thermopolis yesterday, it was different. I have changed. It was totally different driving into town yesterday from here. The way the magic used to feel when I would get close to that town, it wasn't there yesterday. And I loved it. I loved every minute of that feeling because it felt like someplace that used to be comfortable. It was very freeing, Heather. It was very freeing. And I fixed my bed myself last night. All by myself. Did it all by myself. Didn't fall through. It's not wobbly. It's not wonky. It's not lifted in one spot. Nope. Did it all myself. I definitely felt lighter, Heather. Yo, look. And the rest of my kitchen's all put together. Oh, I got the rest of my bedroom finished up. It's the end of the chapter, not the end of the book. Yes, Remy. Look, I got it all put back together. Today, we're going to go. Look, we even got room over there. Those are all clean. I did laundry last night. And today, we're going to go and I'm going to go to Blowdorns. And we're going to get a piece of round lumber to take that metal bar out and put the wooden bar in. So yeah, it's not bad. I got that whole corner of mess worked out, and so now there's where my paper and my press paper lives. So yes, I am overjoyed with it. Overjoyed. Called my friend yesterday and I was like, bitch, twice in 2 fucking weeks your ass tried to blow my ass up. He said, if I didn't know better, I think you were on somebody at YouTube's payroll. Thank you guys. I think you guys have really played a major portion to helping me stay on a pretty even keel through this. And I appreciate it. I get by with a little help from my friends. I get high with a little help from my friends. Yes. All I gotta do is deal with the fucking Oh, thank you, Fred. Well, what is true? I don't know if I've really helped you guys also, but I'll take it. It is. It's really becoming home, Heather. It's pretty good. It's pretty good to see the dogs playing this morning because they haven't, like, they're both up early. They're both up early and happy. She's sticking for a dinosaur. Like, that's the whole point of why the blanket's on the couch is so that she won't do that. But that doesn't work. That just doesn't work. Mason's finally like, oh my God, she's not taking things out of boxes anymore. It's safe for me to come out. It's safe for me to come out. She's not moving things out of boxes. I do have to have the electrician has to come back out. And I touched base about the refrigerator yesterday. They all looked at me like I had 6 heads. They're like, fridge? And I'm like, yeah. I told you guys the fridge only keeps food as cool as a cooler on the mountain on a warm summer day in the shade. They're like, oh, yeah. We just had ordered appliances. I'm like, yeah. And you were supposed to just order some appliances for my place, too. Well, what is true? I thank you for being vulnerable and being willing to be around us while you were going through that, because during your dark time, not everybody wants to be vulnerable. Not everybody wants to be around people, and you've shown up every day too. So you should be very proud of yourself for how far you've come also. I really appreciate our little group. Listen, we may not all come from the same places. We may not travel in the same packs and the same groups, but we come from a wide variety of corners of this place. And think about it. We have all come together to sit in here together almost every morning to enjoy one another's company. And that means everything to me. I don't think you can ask for a better group of people to just come in and have our coffee and talk about life and take our meds and go on about our day and know that we'll be back the next day to do the same thing all over again. And I appreciate you ladies for showing up, and Fred. I appreciate our little man pie. I appreciate you guys showing up. I appreciate your support. Sometimes it's no one's yelling. Well, I kind of yell. There is that. And really, we don't really there aren't any safe spaces out here, but it's a safe to us space, right? Yep, and Fred. Well, listen, if you guys wouldn't have shown up, it wouldn't have mattered, right? I could have held space for it, but you guys have to actually show up to have it work. So, and you guys show up every day. Hey, Miss Sweet Lacey, I appreciate you. And I do. I appreciate you guys. Listen, we don't all travel the same roads. We come from all different corners. And yep, Fred can stay. We'll keep him. We'll keep him. Look at that, Fred. The ladies vote to keep you. You didn't get booted off the island, Fred. So. Oh, look at that, Fred. They love you, too. Our Frederick Man Pie. We'll keep him, just not his weird face kinks. He likes legs growing on his face for some weird reason. Hey, Fred, how's that work when you drive? Do your legs have to go through the steering wheel? How's that work? Huh? Can you can you drink a cup of coffee using your face toes? Does that work? It's not easy. Ah. Oh, Nicole, I have had that on in the background between that and the Camp Mystic testimony. Oh my God. And it sounds like they're going to allow Camp Mystic to move forward and open up, even though they don't have processes put in place for what if that storm happened again. Oh, see, I've been watching it through WFAA. Oh my gosh, I still have like 4 hours of testimony to listen to. I kept falling asleep. Like, of course, I was laid down in bed and it was dark and it was sleep time, but like, I really wanted to finish the testimony that I was listening to and I kept falling asleep. So I need to finish. I've got about 4 hours left of this week's testimony to listen to. I feel some type of way about that, especially after learning about like they didn't have a proper flood plan written. Uh, they didn't have like it was based off of an event that had happened in 1988. Well, they're trying to determine Remy if he gets the death penalty or not. It's a death penalty trial. So, and it's hard to listen to Remy. But there's so many red flags with him. So many fucking red flags, Heather. No, there isn't a jury, Remy. He pled guilty, so what they're doing is they have to give the evidence to prove that it's eligible for the death penalty. There's no jury. Well, wait, there is to a jury. I lied. They've got to determine. I'm sorry. There is a jury. They got to determine if it's death penalty or not. Sorry. I was thinking like because if he pled guilty. Listening to Athena's parents talk was hard. Yes, Remy. So I'm like, wait a minute. They talked about the jury openly sobbing, listening to the audio that was like a half hour long. It is. Because it all could have been avoided. Now, I was thinking about that. What if you get a juror that has, I mean, okay, I've never served on a jury. I don't want to serve on a jury. I just, that's not, listen, I know everybody says, oh, it's your civic duty. That's what you're supposed to do. Listen, Okay, Bird is getting better. Bird is doing better. Started getting jaundice this morning, so they're working on liver support. They have the blood sugar down and under control. She has a bad UTI infection. She's getting put on antibiotics. It will be at least tomorrow before she can come home. Hang on one second. I'll be right back. Okay. So there's the live birdie update. They found the infection. It's a severe UTI. The DK. So when she turned jaundice, that means that the DKA broke, and they got that. So they'll give her liver support for the jaundice. Yes, a UTI. Seriously, darn you, Birdie, you got too dehydrated. And you know what? Thinking about her being a bird dog and how much they run and how much they hunt. Listen, Fred, the farmer can afford it. His kids are grown. His boys are adults. They have kids of their own. He can afford it. He thinks that was secondary to something else, though. Interesting. Interesting. He thinks that the UTI was secondary to something else, and that was as the result of. Wow. Kidneys and liver, yeah. Well, which would explain, I mean, your kidneys, your liver, pancreas, all of that, because what goes before your liver and your kidneys? Your pancreas. Your body's like a filter system. You guys, thank you for holding space for Birdie. I really appreciate it. I know some people say she's just a dog. But she's a pretty special dog. A pretty special dog. In 2017, be frank. So you're a type 1 then. She is family. She really is. How many times have I been out there and we've heard her sing or tell us a story or be playing with somebody and doing something that she shouldn't be? The whole her birdie warble. She talks so much shit. A 3C treated as type 1. Okay. Oh, Chroma Reels, what the fuck did you do now? We just actually got an update. The farmer just texted me. She, like, the DKA is resolving. She's jaundiced, so they're doing liver support. She has a really bad UTI. She has a severe UTI. Your dog is like a toddler most days. Good morning, Ange. Yep, my toddlers are back asleep. No nuggets were harmed, Lindsay. And they didn't even throw any tortilla chips either. Listen, we don't do nugget abuse over here because that's a long drive to the next McDonald's after this. Oh, be frank. That's scary. Makes you a very brittle diabetic. Extreme lows. Oh, shit. It is what is true. It is. It's such a privilege to have one love you. Yes, your rosebush. Yes. You're very beautiful rosebush. Let me guess. It's gone? I was gonna say, did it grow legs and walk away? Did your rose bush find my air conditioner? Oh, Lindsay. I can't grow hydrangeas. They just don't want to grow hydrangeas. And that's what I was just going to say. Even though they cut it back to a nub, oh, I bet it'll be beautiful next summer. Oh, man. Think about how beautiful it'll be next summer. It'll probably produce more roses than it's ever produced in its life. When I lived in New York, I had a friend, and her whole walkway was all hydrangeas. She had a little walkway around the side of her house, and it was fucking beautiful. She had these. They were so pale blue. They almost looked like the prettiest color of sky. Almost similar to the color in forget-me-nots. You know how pretty that blue is in forget-me-nots? These and they were just so big. An anorexic lilac bush. Oh shit. The periwinkle blue, that's the color I was thinking of. They kind of look a little lavender. They kind of look a little blue. Oh my God, they're so beautiful. Well, at least you can grow succulents. I kill them. I overwater them, and next thing I know, they're 8 feet tall. Your dwarf lilac is chubby. Yeah, yeah. Oh, you heard the whippoorwills. We used to have whippoorwills, and then it's like the mourning doves took them over. Yours wants to be a tree. Lilacs. Oh, I love the smell of lilacs when they're in bloom. I love the smell of lilacs. You've already got blooms, Nicole? See, we got another about a month and a half before ours will bloom out. Oh, honeysuckle too. Yes, honeysuckle smells amazing. I know. I wish lilac season was longer. It'd be nice if they could bloom like all summer long. Your lilacs have bloomed already too? Holy shit, you guys. It's still like today's the last day in April. Yeah, that's about like all the crabapple trees out here, Remy, are pretty well. Last week was like the height of them, and then we got that cold snap that came through, and then all that snow, and so now all the crabapple trees are naked. Yeah, listen, it was really fucking green driving to Thermop yesterday. It looks about like it does about the end of May. We seem to be about a month early out here. It's going to be sad for a while. The lilacs at the farm haven't bloomed because right there off the porch, off the deck, there's a big lilac bush. When he first bought the place, the lilac bush was just about as tall as the deck, and now it's as tall as the house roof. I used to sit in front of that lilac bush because the little dragonflies would come and land on the lilac buds, and I have a ton of pictures of brown and green and blue and red dragonflies. Yeah, and I agree with that. I think that we are about a month ahead in the weather. It's like it's different. It's different. Man, I told the farmer, I'm like, "Oh my god, I am so glad you came home when you did. I don't know what I would have done." Like, I probably wouldn't have recognized that Birdie was crashing or something was going wrong with Bird. And he's like, "I'll be honest, I was glad I was gone too because I was able to notice her weight loss." Oh, now I gotta have, now I've got some dogs that I'll be taking care of when their family goes to Italy this summer. Oh, shit. Gonna be fucking worried about watching all dogs now, making sure they're not over drinking or any of that shit. Well, I had, oh, uh, Birdie's in Billings at the animal hospital, and she's got, she was in diabetic ketoacidosis. She was in DKA. She had a really bad infection, and she crashed on Monday, and now she's a type 1 diabetic. Right before you walked in the door, I was just getting the Birdie update about her. The farmer had to take her up to Billings to the animal hospital up there, and he had to leave her overnight. We just found out that her insulin is coming back up. Her insulin levels are coming back up. She turned jaundice in the night, so they're giving liver support. She got a really severe UTI right now. The infection in the body is what sent her into DKA. And she's very sick. Very sick. So, and it just suddenly came on, and during the time that he was gone, I noticed her, like, the only weird thing was that she was drinking out of the toilet. And like 5 times a day. Yes, it came on extremely fast. She dropped about 10 pounds in the time that I was there. And she, and for like an 80-pound dog, 10 pounds is going to be a noticeable drop, right? And then he thought, well, she's a little bit skinny. Maybe we need to worm her because of all the shit that she eats from Big Cat. All the voles and birds and bullshit that she eats. And so he wormed her, and she crashed that night. Got all the, like, stopped eating, didn't drink, got lethargic. He took her to the vet, and they realized that she was in DKA. So, and it's possible once they get the infection to resolve, then, and they think that the urinary tract infection is a secondary infection from whatever caused the DKA to come on. And I just keep thinking about, they can't even talk to us. They can't communicate. That was the one thing, Andy, that was the one thing that I really talked to her dad about, because while I was there, Birdie kept having the goopiest fucking eyes, and it was this big gray, They were these big gray goopy eye boogers. And I noticed that her eyes were like sunk back into her head. So that was something that we did talk about, Andy. I'm like, because I thought she was getting the eye boogers because she was drinking out of the fucking toilet. I seriously thought that the eye boogers were coming on because she was sticking her head in the fucking toilet and drinking out of it. And even when I would close the toilet lid, she'd still go in and open the toilet lid and still drink out of it. So then I started closing the bathroom door. And when her dad is gone, it is not uncommon when she's starting to get bored or wants to go out and run in the field or whatever. It's not uncommon for her to kind of pace around. And she did a lot of pacing this last hitch while he was gone. She did a lot of pacing. So I just thought that maybe she was a little unsettled because listen, I honestly thought, Ange, that maybe it was from allergies. I took my contact solution and I washed her eyes out. I took saline and washed her eyes out because I thought that maybe she had gotten sand or dirt, or maybe she had a scratch in her eye because she's forever treeing squirrels, fighting with cats. You name it, Birdie does it when she's on the run. So I just figured she probably got her face in something. Maybe it was like I figured maybe like she had like part of a brush or maybe like a leaf or something in her eye, like a little particle, and that was what was causing it. But I had never seen her eyes look like that. And now looking back on it, because I had groomed everybody, and I used Birdie's de-shedding tool because when Birdie's normally a dark color, but with poodle pointers, when their hair is ready to shed off, it turns like a white blonde color. And so all that blonde that's on her is just dead hair that needs to be de-shedded. And so I gave Casey a haircut. Well, I gave Mason his haircut, gave Casey her haircut, gave Sis her haircut. And then I was like, and then Birdie, I was like, come here, Birdie. And Birdie's like, no, don't take my beard. Oh, don't cut my beard off. Her dad would have shit if she would have come home without a beard. He would have come home and she didn't have a beard. She's his bearded bird. But he was very impressed with Casey's haircut, so he said, I'm hired. I can give Casey all her haircuts. I was like, cool. No more having to take her to the groomers then. Cool, we're coming out to the farm to do haircuts. So, yeah, it happened so quickly. I left Friday, and by Monday she was at the vet. So I was just super glad that her dad was home, and because I would have known to get her to the vet, but like, holy shit, that would have been bad. So yeah, it's been interesting. So Remy, I saved a box. Well, they got to find out what's causing the infection right now. And I'd just gotten the update before you walked in that her insulin levels started coming back up last night, and she's jaundice. So they're giving her liver support, which that generally happens after a DKA. So. And instantly, Angela, I'm like, wait a minute. How did this happen? Birdie's not overweight. She's super active. She's always been fed a good food. He's like, you're thinking type 2 diabetic. She's a type 1. Her body just doesn't make it anymore. I'm like, oh, shit. Diabetic ketoacidosis. It's not a good thing, Ange. It means that their sugars are like super low and dropping and not good. And again, all I keep thinking is they can't fucking talk and they can't tell us they don't feel good. Look at how hard they aim to please to make people, their owners, happy. Sweet birdie girl. And listen, I don't want her to die because I'll be out of a fucking job. How old is Birdie? Or the farmer? Bird is 5. She'll be 6 this summer. I thought she was 4 turning 5, but she's 5 turning 6. Birdie's 5 turning 6. He got her in 2020. That's way young, yeah. I mean, Gus lived to be like 15 or 16. I'm hoping, my hope is that maybe it won't be, maybe it's because of whatever infection she had. Maybe that maybe that was what was causing the other stuff, right? Anyway. She's a poodle pointer. Pudel, poodle pointer. She's a long hair. They're a water bird dog. They kind of look like a German wire hair or a pointer. That's what I was still thinking. True. What is true? Oh, yeah. They're bird dogs. He's always had that breed. Jake. Yeah, she looks like a wire hair, but she's not. You can't breed them for that. You can't breed for the hair. They just happen. Gus was supposed to be a long hair, and he ended up being a smooth hair. Where he turned gray later in life is where he had long hair. Jake was an all white. His dog before Gus, Jake, was all white and had the birdie scruff and Gus's personality. Well, good morning. It's 10 o'clock. That means it's noon on the East Coast. What have we done today? Nothing. Still in my pajamas. What am I going to do today? Nothing. I'm going to enjoy my day in my house. Okay. Nothing. Not doing anything. I'm going to work on feathering my nest a little bit more today. Oh, you guys, you know what I finally did? I did it yesterday morning. Yesterday morning, I ordered the part for my chair. Yeah, they just come out with their hair. It's either smooth or they either have long, shaggy hair or they have smooth hair. Sometimes they come out looking smooth, and then later in life, something changes in their body and they end up with little patches of long hair on them, too. But, I mean, she has a drive. Oh, my God. She has a prey drive. Oof, shit. It's part of the reason that I have to remind her to be sweet with sister, because she'll try to kill her. The farmer's brother, my other cousin, has a poodle pointer also. And he can't get out of the vehicle if there's anything smaller than him there, including Casey, because he'll try to kill everything. But that's how that brother has always raised his dogs. He's always had the meanest fucking dogs ever. Like, don't even look at his truck, because if you look at his truck, there's going to be Cujo coming out at you. One of those where, you know, they park it in the parking lot, and then the minute you go to try to get into your car, it fucking... Yeah, and he's got a big-ass mean motherfucker. He's even mean to Birdie sometimes. I think his name's Clyde. I've never met anybody named Clyde that wasn't mean. Have you? Have you ever met anybody named Clyde? And if they were they mean? Yep. Poodle pointer. P-U-D-E-L. Yep. Looks like poodle pointer. You thought Cujo was an underrated movie? Huh. What made you think that was an underrated movie, Fred? Clyde. Clyde is your best friend? Oh. Right turn, Clyde. Ooh, 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 ooh. Do you guys remember me telling you about the medicine wheel? Guess what? I have photographs of it. Hold up. Remember me telling you about the medicine wheel up on the mountain, the rock formation, and you guys were like, medicine wheel? What's that? Remember me telling you about the medicine wheel? Well, look. There is a picture of the medicine wheel. Like, they thought we were trying to determine if it was like Stonehenge, but not. There's the medicine wheel. And here's a picture of it from overhead. There's a picture from overhead. See how it has all the spokes in it? They did pretty fucking good for 100 million years ago and getting something round. I mean, they did pretty fucking good, didn't they? I mean, I think so. It's not too bad of a circle. Isn't that amazing? So that's what it looks like when you're standing there and you can see all the spoke lines in the center piles of stones. When I was a kid, well, Native Americans built it, Ange. So when I was a kid, there was even more rocks up there. Like this in the middle was like a big pile of rocks. So when I was a kid, you could walk right up to it. Now it's got a fence all the way around it and you can't get into it or anything because too many people have taken rocks from there. No, Native Americans built it 10,000 years ago. It's up on top of the mountain. So, I mean, that's pretty fucking cool. Oh, yeah. Do you see an air conditioner in there? I don't. Not at all. But I see a whole bunch of shit that got left. No air conditioner, though. And you guys, there's a missing young girl out of South Dakota. No, Fred, there was no air conditioner in there. That's the girl that's missing from South Dakota. No, Fred, there was no air conditioner in there. Yeah. I don't know what is true. It's because I believe they're using... Okay, so did you guys take your meds? I didn't. I got to. But I also think I'm going to have another cup of coffee. All right, meds on board. Okay, look at that. Well, son of a bitch, they ain't gonna catch us slipping, are they? We ain't gonna catch us slipping. We're gonna all take our meds. We ain't gonna be crazy bitches. The rest of y'all can be crazy bitches. All right. Can I be frank with you guys for a minute? Could you possibly even imagine being somebody that was pregnant, not being able to be the one to make your pregnancy announcement, and then you the whole time you're pregnant, you got somebody, you got all kinds of people out here trashing you, right? If this were your real life, and you knew somebody across town that you didn't really care for, but they were pregnant, would you go around making their pregnancy announcement before they told anybody? No, I wouldn't, because it's not my business. Okay? Imagine not even being able to announce your own pregnancy, that others announced it for you. And then imagine you don't even get to announce the birth of your own child, that somebody else comes out here and makes the announcement and then proceeds to bash on your newborn child. Some of you guys suck asshole so fucking bad. You're disgusting. Some of the people some of the comments I saw, like, you're fucking disgusting. If that were real life, allegedly, she had a baby girl. And for that, Brittany, I'm sorry that you didn't get to have those final firsts, because this probably will be your last baby. And for that, I'm very sorry, Brittany. No mother should ever be robbed of that. I'm very sorry. I'm sorry that's happened. I'm sorry that people can't be kinder, nicer, and gentler, myself included, some days. I'd be livid. I'd be fucking furious. But you know what, you guys? We're just gonna sit back and let the sweeps do what the sweeps are doing because, they always sweep pretty hard right around payday. So another couple of weeks and they'll sweep again. And, if you watched what Deet said the other night, hosting somebody on your panel that's been banned, and the minute that you make money, that makes it look like you're putting them on your panel to financially gain, and that can cost you your monetization. That can cost you your channel too. So listen, let people keep doing what they're doing, playing stupid games, and we will see how many stupid prizes they truly win, right? Hang on. Tea kettle's blowing. Damn. I don't think I've ever heard it make that loud of a noise in a long time. But that's just my thoughts. I strongly recommend, if you guys didn't watch Dietz's live the other night with Dietz and Chasing, I strongly recommend that you do go take a listen to it. Whether you like Dietz or you don't like Dietz, the information that's in it is, it's very informative. Or, you know what? Don't go listen to it. Let your hate for that person override and cloud your judgment. And then when shit starts happening, you will be able to have indignant, righteous outrage. And what is that fucking righteous indignation? That's the phrase I was looking for. Anyway. So, like I said, Brittany, if you ever hear this, I'm truly sorry. I truly am. I'm sorry you didn't get to announce anything. I'm sorry you were robbed of all of those things that mothers look for. I just can't, and it's so gross. I keep thinking of if this were my real life. I do too, what is true. I hope their family is just happy and healthy. That's it. That's all. That's how I feel about it, Heather. Like, I just hope that they're happy, they're healthy, they're recovering well, the baby's strong. Those are all the things, right? Other than that, it's not my fucking problem. I don't have 18 years that I have to commit to that child. I don't have to get up with that baby in the middle of the night. I don't have to buy that baby diapers. I don't have to buy that baby formula. I don't have to buy any of that shit. Not my issue. I just wish more could either. Whatever. Anyway. So, we got our meds on board. The dogs are happy, except my one little gremlin. She's trying to decide if she's gonna fuck some more shit up or take a nap. I think a nap is what she voted on finally. Which is great because that means they're healthy and happy and content and they're napping and they're all the things, right? We are medicated, we are caffeinated and ready to take on the world. That's a great point, but it's true. That's a great point. I did laundry last night. We weren't sure if the washer and dryer worked because the former person that was here, there was a pissing contest over some quarters for the laundry. And anyway, then somebody bent some fucking prongs on the plugs, and then somebody had to rewire a plug. And anyway, nobody had used the washer and dryer in months. So I took my fucking cleaning stuff out and cleaned the inside of the washer, cleaned the inside of the dryer, and then I threw laundry pod and some vinegar into and ran a hot wash cycle so that if there was anything gross or whatever in the lines, and did the same thing for the dryer. And oh my goodness. So it was actually $1 to wash, $1 to dry. Even though it says 75 cents, it's actually $1. And it worked. Oh yeah, I agree, be frank. And so now it sounds like we can all us 3 girls. I just threw 4 quarters in each machine, and you push them in and the quarters fall right through the bottom, and you just put them back in the machine, and cool. Anybody can do laundry now. Don't have to have quarters, just got to have your washing your dirty clothes and your laundry detergent. I was like, oh, how cool was that? And I even did my big down comforter last night, and I was impressed. The washing machine didn't bounce around a lot. It worked nicely. So yeah. Could you imagine how exhausting it is to know that every day you got to watch somebody and pick everything apart that she does? God, that just has to be exhausting. Of course, that's my opinion, of course. We all know what opinions are like. They're like assholes. Everybody's got one. And they all smell bad. I was thinking about that last night, though. Man, she didn't get to tell anybody out here. She didn't get to make the announcement. Somebody else swiped that from her and ran with it because, information is power out here. And then she didn't even get to announce that she had her baby or had the baby, their child. She didn't even get to announce it before somebody else announced it and brought it out here. And then immediately the child is trashed and bagged on. I don't understand. I just don't get it. Like her, don't like her. Fred, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I got a text message. It's kind of what I was thinking, be frank. Sometime it was announced last night, be frank. I don't know when. I haven't talked to her. Yeah, I got a text message. And imagine robbing somebody of that joy. That'd be like knowing what their birthday present was and telling everybody what they got for their birthday. What the fuck? I wouldn't want it done to me. Yeah, let's guarded. Oh, if you were interested in the GLP-1 conversation, Allegedly Innocent did a nice little live on GLP-1s yesterday. We had kind of had a little TED talk about him yesterday. Allegedly Innocent did a little seminar, little pop-up talk about him yesterday. It was pretty good. I sat back and listened to it. I had it on while I was futzing around doing some shit. Anyway, it was pretty good to listen to. So if you were considering doing a GLP-1, maybe you want to listen to her little TED talk too. She gives you some great pointers to talk to your doctor about, questions to ask, things to research, things like that. Oddly enough, the place that I always go get gas, the co-op, the gal who come out from the back, and I took a look at her and I was like, holy shit, you look great. What are you doing? And she's like, GLP-1s. And I'm like, really? So how you feeling? She's like, I feel really good. I said, are you working out? And she's like, nope, I drink water. It really shuts your appetite down. And I'm like, oh, are you afraid about? I mean, she's dropped like 110 pounds. And I kind of looked at her and I was like, so, and she's like, my A1C was too high. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, that's cool. And like, are you worried about like bone density, muscle mass loss, things like that? And she's like, no. And I said, are you working out? And she's like, no, but I need to start a workout routine. The doctors have been talking to me about it. And I'm like, oh, yep. That was the first thing I thought of, be frank, was gastroparesis. But listen, for as long as I've known that woman, and she graduated a couple of years before me, for as long as I've known her, uh, this is the first time in her life that she has one chin. And like, I'm somebody who's always had a double chin my whole life, but I couldn't believe how good she looks. I mean, she looks amazing. I just can't get on that bandwagon. I can't do it. I don't want to find out about I don't want to find out about muscle mass loss, bone density, any of that. Like, I no, and I know myself way too well. I would not give up my soda, and I would probably fuck my body all up. So no, I'll stay fat. Thank you. Listen, if I were skinny, Jesus. Nope. I'm going to stay right here this size. I'll take my chances. Yeah, I don't know, Fred. Like, listen, we still don't know the effects of other things. Like, what about the jab that a lot of us took? And now they're putting everybody on GLP-1s. Tell me that Big Pharma doesn't control the medical industry. And then what happens about all the type 1s that actually need that medication? Well, wow, you're a ray of sunshine, Mavasser numinous. Well, there's that. Well, if this war doesn't get figured out, when we can't get fertilizer and diesel, we'll be all losing weight. I don't know. We make fertilizer out here. I'm okay with it. Maybe we'll become a booming state again. Oh, yeah. That's something that happens. What is true, you guys lose weight in all the wrong places, and then you need to get weight put back on. But in order to put the weight back on, it causes sugar issues. And it's just a fighting of a vicious circle. And I'm so sorry that that's something that you always have in the back of your mind. I'm sorry that you guys go through that. I really am. Well, be frank. Just know that in life, I've lost more than I've won. That's pretty much the standard operating procedure for my life. You cannot win for losing. Oh, what is true, that I could understand getting jealous of somebody that could do something like that. I could understand doing that because you just want to go out and enjoy food for a minute instead of being worried, okay, if I eat this, I got to eat this much of that, and I must drink water. I can't have that chocolate shake like I really desire. I can't do it because it's going to cause me all kinds of issues down the road. In 2 hours when my sugar's off the charts, I'm going to be having to give myself insulin and yep, and adjust for that. And even if it's a bite or two, and then the guilt that comes with it because you knew that you shouldn't have done that. And you know what I mean? I get it. I I understand. I can relate. I just add sweats. And sweats are a staple in my life. Not gonna lie. Sweats are an absolute staple. If I have to put on actual jeans, I'm pretty fucking cranky and crabby. I'm like, oh my God, I gotta wear actual clothes. I want to dress like a 5-year-old. Put me in my sweats, please. Thank you. But hey, listen, sweats aren't like what they were when we were little kids, you guys. These sweats nowadays have come a long ways. I thought yoga pants were like the step up. Oh, hell no. Oh, it's still really chilly, but it could be a nice day today. It wants to get warm. It's still just got a chill in the air though. It's so fucking ridiculous. So fucking ridiculous. Listen, I struggle with enough of my own self identity, self image, my own feelings of inadequacy, and never being enough or always being too much. That um, I I'm too busy worrying about those things to worry about other trivial, stupid bullshit. Cold and rainy there today. When they're in kidney failure, gastroparesis, any of those things, all to be skinny, was it worth it? It's a great point. What is true? It's a great point. Hmm. Nah, I don't. I don't think I'll do that. I think I'll just keep to my. The world couldn't handle it. It's fine. It's okay. We all got to make sacrifices, right? I chose smoking to be happy again. It used to be alcohol, but now it's smoking, so it makes me happy when I smoke. It doesn't make me happy when I have to pay for them, but whatever. Oh my gosh. Come on, Saturday. We're rolling the dice for Saturday this week, you guys. Come on, Saturday. The new lift and tilt mechanism for the bottom of my chair comes. Oh my God, it's going to be so nice. I won't have to feel like I'm sitting on the floor anymore with my chin on the table, looking like a little kid sitting up at the big kids' table. Mm-hmm. Oh, Andy, that's so scary. If they go down to $5 a pack again, I'd start smoking. What, are they going to cut the taxes on cigarettes? Fuck, if they cut the taxes on cigarettes, absolutely. I'll smoke even more. I'll go to 3 packs a day. Sure. Yep. Yeah, see what is true, that's a little bit harder for somebody, especially when you have borderline personality disorder, because you already have a wavering sense of self. And the person I was yesterday may not be the person I am today, and most likely will not be the person that I choose to be tomorrow. So, unfortunately, when you say something like that, you have to, um, the best way to be is to be yourself, regardless of what others think of you. Uh, most days, we don't even know what we think of ourselves. And what we do think of ourselves, and when I say ourselves, I mean like people struggling with borderline personality disorder. And then you add like major depressive disorder and bipolar on top of it. And you already have such a wavering sense of self and identity. And then you add the social media aspect. Because I heard the other day I got called a liar, right? Oh, Voices is a liar. You're right. I do. I lie to you guys. I do. Sometimes I tell you I'm going south when I'm actually driving north. Because you know what? It's none of your fucking business where I'm at on the highway. Sometimes I tell you I'm going east when I'm actually going west, or vice versa. Because again, I have a right to safety while I'm on the highway. And people out here like to be assholes, right? Sometimes I lie to you and tell you I'm going here when I'm actually going there. I do. She was right. I am a liar. I do lie to you guys. Most of the time, I lie to you guys for my benefit, my protection. Sometimes I lie to you guys for your protection. Sometimes it's for your benefit. But yeah, you're 100% right. I am a liar. Yep. And I have no problems admitting it. Because quite frankly, when I'm on the highway or when I'm going and doing something, like, it's quite honestly not your business where I'm going. I mean, I'm taking you along, but we're also not trying to have our adventure thwarted, right? And that's one of the things I love to try to do out here is thwart adventures. So if I tell them I'm going west when I'm actually going east, and unless they really know like the area, they don't know. But you're right. I do lie to you guys. She was right about that. I do lie to you guys. I needed to get that off my chest because it's been something that's been bothering me for a very long time. I am so sorry that I told you the mountains were on the east when they're really on the west. I'm really sorry. I'm also sorry that I told you mountains were on the north and the south. I'm sorry. I mean, and what she said isn't exactly a lie because it's true. I have lied to you guys. So I hope you can forgive me and just accept that I'm probably going to lie to you guys when I'm behind the wheel. I've also lied about my speed. A lot of times I'm going a lot slower than I actually make it seem like I'm going. I kind of drive like a grandma. I am scandalous. I know. You're never going to be able to trust me again. I know. It's cool. Fine. Whatever. I know. Who the fuck do I think I am, right? A couple of times I think I even lied to you about what store we were in. Whatever. I'm scandalous. Just call me Olivia Pope. I know. It's a sad day when you have to realize that it's true. I know. You're very disappointed. Oh, honey, you couldn't be. There's nobody more disappointed than me that I had to admit it. Oh, and I don't live in a tiny house on the farm, and the farmer's not 70. So those were all lies. I'm sorry. Sorry to disappoint. Whatever can I do to make it up to you? God, I love you, ladies. You're the best. Listen, I appreciate you, ladies. I really do. You guys have helped me. Oh my gosh, you guys have helped me so much. I wanted to stay in my soft girl era. And look at this. Through everything, through the move, the hurting of my back, the travel, the 3 hitches I did up at the farm, me turning 50, not having family contact. Listen, you guys are a great group of invisible internet friends. What I really wish is that we could all have little portals and we could sit around a coffee table every morning and like when we come out of our bedroom we have a doorway that we could just walk into the waking up room. Yes, Fred, the one grocery store really has guns in it. Well, that's because you guys showed up every morning, and when I needed to vent, you guys were here for me to vent to. And when I felt low, you guys lifted me up. When I didn't think I had enough coffee in my cup, you made sure that there was coffee and creamer and McDonald's, and I appreciate you guys. I really do. I very much appreciate you guys. Oh, I'm proud of you guys too. You guys should all be proud of yourselves. Yep, and the meds. Oh God, you guys have supported me through a couple of med changes, a couple of med additions. You guys have really, like, when you said you would be there for me after Grandma passed, you guys have really, you said it and you meant it, and I appreciate it. Nobody knows any of the other ones, you know what I mean? I mean, some of us know each other a little bit, but really nobody knows who the other person is, right? Yes, Fred. North isn't north, south isn't south, east isn't east, but the grocery store has guns. So north is south and south is north. East is west and west is east. I'm sorry I told you the wrong mountain names. I'm sorry. It also shows that nobody ever looks at a map because you would have been able to call my bluff. That's the problem. The people that care don't look, and it's the people that don't care. Yes, Max Market in Thermopolis has guns, Fred. You can buy firearms at the Max Market in Thermopolis. You can buy fishing gear, you can buy ammo, you can get your meds. They do, be frank. That's the problem. The ones that have ill intentions snoop. It was sarcasm. Sarcasm. I sprinkle that shit on everything. I do too. I do too. Let's sprinkle that shit on everything. So, I'm excited. Uh, um, I am, for going through this big transition and for struggling from about October through March, to the end of March when I moved. So November, December, January, February, March. So those 5 months. The last 5 months that I was in the trailer were my hardest months through the whole time that I had been there. And I didn't really say, I didn't say a lot to many. There were 4 or 5 of you guys. There might have been half a dozen of you that knew exactly how. Like, there were a couple months that I wasn't sure if I was going to have internet. There were a couple of months that my phone, I wasn't sure how I was going to cover my phone. And I say that to say that I made this move. I worked up at the farm. Through all of that, I'm completely debt free again. I paid everything off. I don't owe anybody anything. I'm so excited to see what we can do now. Because we now have gas money, we now have adventure money, but I paid everything off. So I'm just, yes, it is. So now, like, we can go see the bison. It's before, like, oh, yep, there's another one that I lied about. I lied to you and said I couldn't do the pool because of my meds. I could have done the pool. We just didn't have gas to be able to go to the pool. I did lie. I lied to you about that. Or why don't we go see the bison? Why don't we go on an adventure? I don't really feel like driving. My meds are, and it wasn't exactly a lie because some days my meds make me feel really gross. But that's really what it came down to. I had to pick and choose on how much I left the house because every time I left the house, it fucking cost me money. And there was very little of it. So I am so like, exactly. And now I can just completely relax and just be. I can just relax and be now. And whatever I choose to do is what I choose to do. And I'm so fucking, like, the world is my oyster. What What kind of trouble you want to do today, Pinky? Hey, Pinky. Yeah, Brain. What are we going to do today? Take over the fucking world. Hey, Pinky. Hey, Brain. Mr. Code Enforcement. Somebody around here is doing something, not it, like, somebody's doing something around here that's got to be, like, totally out of code. What code it is, I don't know. But that motherfucker creeps around like he's the fucking CIA. CIA, the FBI, the fucking MI6, whatever. Like, pff, motherfucker's always creeping around. Down the alley, up the alley. 2 miles an hour. Go enforce a code somewhere. Like, is he waiting for fucking grass to grow too tall? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm technically an illegal alien here. I mean, I got all my kids' paperwork and shit, but I don't have any paperwork for the place. And I don't know if a code enforcement person could ask me for that paperwork. And I don't know. I mean, like, dude, be frank, bitch. I'm telling you. It's like he's got a wanted poster on his dash. He'd be rolling through. And, like, I'm deep in the hood, yo. That's far away from their office. I could understand if, like, their office were down the road or something. But their office is in the other end of town. Oh, Kel is great. What is true? She makes me laugh. She's funny. Anyway, I keep like, there's part of me that wants to just go put my fucking super bathrobe, my purple cape on it and go out and be like, hey, what code are you looking for? What code are you trying to enforce? Like, I'm a nosy bitch. Put me on the case. We'll find the rules that are being broken. Yes, my purple cape. I think that's how the horses identify me. The lady in purple. Oh my god, my thumb. Just when I thought my thumb was healing, like, pretty sure it's hot and it hurts, and oh my god, I keep soaking it in Epsom salt water, and ugh. See why I put bacitracin on it now? It is infected. I know. I'm gonna fucking lose my thumb because of the goddamn horse. Wow, perfectly me. Who pissed in your cornflakes this morning? You like a little kid? Well, I'm rubber and you're glue. Whatever you say bounces off me and sticks to you. Maybe you're like the little kid. Have a wonderful day. What is true? I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for the email you sent. That was very sweet. Thank you for sharing that with me. Fucking weirdos. Well, I'm rubber and you're glue. out of the post office now. Holy shit, Heather. I probably would have lost it in the post office line. So, damn, that was a lot. I know, small towns, everybody, and like the post office is like the meeting square. I don't know, B. Frank. Obviously, she does. I guess maybe she's never experienced quality over quantity. That's okay. She seems really angry. And isn't very good at insults. Is my mental health okay? Are you my therapist? Is your mental health okay? Wow. Did you think that's an insult? Huh. You're cute. Wow. No, not for you. You're Chrism. Chrism. Hmm. Unfortunately for you, Taiwanese isn't my number one language, so I'm going to need you to use both of your thumbs, maybe go to your pointer finger, switch your keyboard to swipe, and try again. But you're cute, though. Really cute. Um, Looking to elicit a response. And eh, you know, trying really hard, right? It's actually kind of cute. Oh, you're crazy. Oh God, you wounded my heart. Oh no. Oh, like I've never been called crazy before. Like, honey, call me something like, come here, you want to know some stories? Come sit over here by me. Okay? Come here. Come ask me. I'll tell you. Hmm. You're a you're you're a nuttin'. I'm a nuttin'. Oh, a shell. You're a nut in a shell. Hmm. Honey, my own family. Actually, I don't. Did you miss? Okay, so you got five. Oh, yay! Oh my God! Hold on. Where's the bell? Motherfucker, where's the bell? Oh, shit. Oh, where did I lose it at? Damn it. Okay, cool. Ding, 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 ding. Congratulations. You told me about myself. God, do you feel better? Do you promise never to come back? Do you feel better? God. Well, I plan on living a rent free up in that big old fucking mug. So a random stranger on the internet needed to tell me about myself and tell me things that, well, I already knew, had already accepted, been living with for, I don't know, 50 years. Is that supposed to hurt my heart? Is that supposed to, what part of what you had to say about me is supposed to make me want to be a better person and change? Where's the constructiveness? Like, what you did was come in and do an ad hominem attack. And did you miss the part of the TED Talk this morning where I just said, guess what? I'm all out of debt. Wow. Christ on a fucking cracker. Living rent free up in thousands of heads since, I don't know. Can't I read? Baby, go back and look at what you typed. Okay. Anybody else? Hello? Are we back? I'm really being patient. Hey, you know what? Let's not give them what they want. Let's not give them what they want. It's all good. Listen. Hey, is that what you guys think about me? I know, me too, B. Frank. I was like, oh, it's like a cat and a mouse. It's like a whole cat and a mouse, right? Yeah, let's not give them what they want. See, I don't get paid to give you guys what you want anymore. That's the funny thing. If you knew exactly how took you guys are, like Barnum and Bailey's, there's a sucker born every minute. If you truly knew exactly how took you are out here, if the curtain ever got pulled back, you would suddenly have to run to therapy. And you notice suddenly all the numbers like keep jumping because she's running in and out of Discord saying, oh, look, I went and triggered her. I triggered her. There was no triggering in that. Sweetheart, you were like, you came with a blinking neon sign. Like, you came with the I'm coming to fuck with you, like, marching band. There was a parade that announced your arrival. I don't know. And that's what like has me just giggling because I don't know. But I'm a weirdo. Apparently I wear a shell. I'm a nut in a shell. I'm a weirdo and she can't stand me and I have mental problems and financial problems. Okay. And she just had to come in and tell me that. Well, God, I hope we ain't been. I hope it ain't been. Oh yes, and I was crazy too. That I forgot that one. Be frank, like I've been called that by way better people. Way better people. But okay, that was fun. Do you understand that what you do out here on YouTube is you play a part, you play a role that you're pretty much cast into? How did I come out here? Playing a bad guy. And it worked for me. And y'all believe it. Okay. See how low the numbers are? Notice who pointed out, oh, look, there's 22 in here. Like, we're here every morning. We know how many is normally in here, right? 12, 13, maybe 15. Yeah, wow, how did we get so lucky? That was fun. Shit, she forgot to insult Birdie, the dying dog, you know? The ill dog. She forgot to insult the ill dog. Oh, Spitfire, you were way nicer than you needed to be. And I appreciate it. I felt you all sitting on hands. I felt B. Frank laughing. Laughing hysterically. Like, girl, don't even. I know you weren't going to be. When you said, I am being very patient, yes, I knew exactly what you meant. I just saw B. Frank, like, take a sigh and be like, really? Don't even, girl. Go away. Like, we saw the parade, the marching band, the Skyrider in the sky, the blinking neon sign, and then you arrived. Like I said, kids, not everybody can be Susan Lucci. Just give me my purple house coat and I'll play the part. Like, holy fuck, could you have, like, announced your arrival? Like, there was a loudspeaker that the minute you left the house, it was like, hey, Ange, I'm coming over. B. Frank was like, oh, this is going to be fun. And then it, like, fucking petered out before it even fucking began. Like, what the hell is your deal, chick? Lame. Wah, 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 wah. You are the weakest link. Fuck, my own family said way worse about me. Come here, I'll tell you all about it. Come sit down beside me. Jesus Christ. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. But we left her unblocked just in case she wants to come back. She said she just had to say that and get it off her chest, so. Could you imagine being so mad at a over the hill, because I'm no longer middle-aged, woman who lives in the middle of fucking nowhere in a teeny little apartment and has, yes, Ange, yes, and has a couple of dogs and, I don't know, handful of friends, and you not liking her so much that you have to go in and you type like a crazy looking person, like typos and all, to insult her. And your insult's so lame that the whole room just, like, oh fuck. Oh, be frank, that phrase is dangerous around here. That was fun. Hmm. Okay, so I got to measure my closet so I get the right measurements so that I can have a closet rod cut today. So I think I'm going to wrap up here because I'm about 65% on my battery. I'll put it on the rapid charger and then we'll go to Blodorns or Ace or the hardware store. Got a couple different places we can go check. So if you want to go on an adventure and more dirt for flowers. Oh, I hope you have a glorious day playing in the dirt, Spitfire. You know, part of me is envious, and the other part of me is like, oh God, when you gotta get dirt, that means you got responsibilities, and every day they gotta be watered, and you gotta watch for them, and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, like I'm always a 60-40 split at this point. So, listen, I hope your day is fabulous. I hope you get great dirt therapy in. And if you want to go on a fun adventure later, tune back in. And Imperfectly Me, I'm sorry somebody somewhere along the way lied to you. Hell, maybe it is me that lied to you. But I'm sorry you felt the way you feel. Have a great day. Bye, guys.